And it's 9 o'clock, so let's get started. Thank you all for coming out. I started 4 or 5 months ago working with the energy of the new moon and the full moon, and we have a few people on this call with a lot more expertise. And maybe if you would speak up, but I thought this could be a quick call and get us started to work with the energy of this particular moon, which is very powerful for starting new endeavors. And one of the things we know is that water is actually a very powerful crystal. And so if we were to charge the energy of all of the bodies of water on the planet as a group with our collective energy, for the next 2 weeks, we go through this new moon phase until December 7th. And there are many things we can do. If we have the SRC, that's a possibility. If you have a pendulum, that's a possibility. Visualizing, of course, prayer, the shift pen. There's no telling with this group what all we could be doing, but the key is repetition. And for those who think that the candle burning perhaps is something that isn't Christian, that's what the Christians did. The Christian mystics worked with the light and sound therapy of the candle burning. And if you really look at the Bible, you start seeing all the references to what we now call quantum physics. So just a thought, and if y'all will share some ideas, that would be great. This won't be a long call. But any thoughts?
Well, I think you've already suggested a lot of things right there that most of us have access to. So,
well, what you can do, I'll just show the SRC because that's what I have in front of me. And this won't be a long call, but then if we could do such a thing in other forms as well, not just this form, until December 7th, and then have another call and work with the energy of the full moon to remove. That's what the energy of the full moon is for. And if they say if you get it backwards, you can mess yourself up. So if we were just to do to whom it may concern. Yeah, well, that's what they say, and I'm not an expert on this. But all with the SRC we would need to do is work with the charger. And just every day go down here to object, and all bodies of water on planet Earth, and just go here, load, and move this over. Unconditional love. Now, it's going to take a while to load up, and when it is all load up, then just do your 5 minutes. And, this is the thing. It may not actually take much. We're talking just a few minutes every day, just a few minutes every day to go in and do this one thing if you have this software, but if you have a pendulum, that's just as good. Obviously, prayer and visualization is powerful. We're realizing how powerful our thoughts are. So if we do this every day for the next 2 weeks and then can reconvene on December 7th, it might be very interesting to see what kind of impact. Maybe it'll be just in our own direct environment, but we have some power here. I think Karen Barnett is on. Karen, can you elaborate a little bit about the power of this moon?
Well, such synergy. You've got this many people working with their intentions, focused on the same thing. It's just, we just can't imagine what we can accomplish. So Dr. Emoto always reminds us that, water, our blood in our body is basically water. And anything we can do to clear the water, we clear our blood, we clear our, everything that's going on. So this is just so beneficial, Cathy. It's just endless of what we can accomplish.
And I just figured, even though it's not a real organized start, it is a start, and this is the day to start it.
Amen to that.
Yeah, so any other thoughts?
Hey, Cathy.
Yeah.
So
people that do the pendulum, maybe they could. I just do a small amount of work with the pendulum. How would you charge? What would you do?
And oh my goodness, and Karen with Pindy.
I'm going counterclockwise.
Oh, okay. Tell us
Because
why.
I want to take out anything that's non-beneficial.
Okay.
And then Pindy will immediately, when I decide I want to bring in the benefit of the wonderful clear water, there's a lake in Montana that Raymond Grace always uses as his, I guess, counterpoint to the best, purest water. So I just want to bring in that energy of that wonderful lake that Raymond Grace uses for the best energy we can accomplish, clean, clear water, and we'll just get that going through our bodies and into all the bodies of, Mother Earth.
That would set up the Earth's resonance to a much higher voltage.
Correct.
Well, I put it in the recharger today. All bodies of water of the world to recharge to clean, pristine, charged water.
Mm-hmm. That sounds wonderful too. Anything that comes to you, and because that is gonna with the water. I've been trying to work a little bit with the Vogel crystal. I haven't done a lot yet like I'd like to, but Marcel Vogel compared this powerful crystal. He said it's water. Water is the same thing. So there's no telling what we can do. So with that, if y'all can take 5 minutes every day and send some energy this way, let's keep in touch. And get together again on December 7th and see what we want to clear. And I'm going to ask someone else to lead the next call. This is not something, this is a group effort. So if anyone is thinking in terms of what an approach for the full moon would be and would like to lead it, that would be wonderful. Let's keep in touch and get back on December 7th.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Cathy.
Thank you, Cathy.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
Bye, everybody.